checks like Nike. Let me give you a good night kiss.
I kind of look like I work at a Home Depot when I wear this. And I gotta hit the matching slides. You know what it is. Checks like Nike. Nike sponsored this video. They pay me a lot of money. I'm just kidding. I don't get paid. Hello? Filming. You gotta be kidding me. Who cuts grass at 7 o'clock? What's up, YouTube? It's Tech Like Nike back with another video from Steph's Corner. So it's been quite some time. It's probably been like a month since I uploaded something from Steph's Corner. But I'm back. I don't know why, but at the end of the season I really didn't have much to react to. Not that there wasn't anything going on, I didn't think my reactions and opinions were urgently necessary. But before I get started, I would like to thank my subscribers for helping me grow my page. I'm almost at 10K. I've been saying that forever now. But I am trying to work till 10K before the start of the next NBA season. So if you guys could hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Tell your friends to subscribe because it's just the coolest channel on YouTube. And if you like my videos, share them, comment, like. It really helps me out. I also post NBA edits, which I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing since my account just got monetized. I used to be monetized when I first started. But I think because I was making so many NBA edits that it no longer was eligible. But since I started up Steph's Corner, my channel's been a lot more steadier. So I just got repartnered with YouTube. So thank you guys for that and helping me out with that. And I want to keep it going. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share. Help me out as much as you guys can. Thank you so much for watching all the time. So without further ado, I want to get into today's topic for the video. And that is what's going on with the Chicago Bulls this offseason. Now, normally when I talk about the Chicago Bulls, it's because my favorite little guy is on that team, but that's not what I'm talking about today, although I'm sure his name will come up a few times. So yeah, the Chicago Bulls have $19 million of cap space this offseason, which is pretty impressive since someone just signed an $80 million contract. But I've been seeing things all over Instagram, all over Twitter, people having these weird suspicions and guesses and what ifs. But I've seen a lot that I take a liking to. Now, a big one for the Chicago Bulls this offseason is getting point guard Derrick Rose, who is currently on the Minnesota Timberwolves. But after the release of his documentary, Pooh, people are saying he might make a return to Chicago. And if you guys checked out that documentary, it was really sad. Like, the phone call, it's all over social media, so you've probably seen it, that one scene. The phone call of him, getting traded. However, there are a lot of reports that Derrick Rose is open to coming to the Bulls this offseason, being that he is now a free agent. So he was in the discussions for Most Improved Player of the Year as well as Sixth Man of the Year. So, obviously he was playing well, he had a good season for the Timberwolves, but the Bulls, I should say, are in need of a pretty solid point guard, being that we have been using Chris Dunn and Walt Lemon Jr., who came out of the G League and is very impressive. So, props to that guy. I enjoyed watching him towards the end of the season. Chicago Bulls do need an important point guard, so there are a couple people up in the air for the role, and we have Derrick Rose as a fan favorite because he's a Chicago star. D'Angelo Russell, who the Nets are talking about being tough to get him to stay with the Brooklyn Nets, so he's up for discussion. Although I would like to see D'Angelo stay in Brooklyn, mostly because one, I'm over here, and two, I really like what he's done there, and I feel like it's just the right place for him, and I feel like he's really enjoying it. So I'd be kind of surprised to see him leave. Number three, I've seen some speculation about Lonzo Ball. However, I've been seeing this since the Anthony Davis big trade talk. Those are my three main people that I mostly see as speculation to come to the Chicago Bulls. So I'm going to give you my opinion and reaction on all three of them, and you should hit the comments down below. So first off, Derrick Rose. I did enjoy watching him play this season. I would love to see him in Chicago, not only because, he is like a Chicago star. His 2010-11 season was amazing. So I'd love to see him come back home to Chicago. But I'd also really like to see D'Angelo Russell because D'Lo and Zach would be pretty fire. But if I had to choose between D'Angelo and Lonzo, I would actually pick Lonzo because I think Lonzo's playmaking ability and his passing ability would fit really well with Zach's scoring ability. But on the other hand, who says D'Angelo can't? The only thing that I fear is Zach becoming a second option because I no longer, I saw that enough on the Timberwolves. He was a third option with that team. But I don't want to see anything like that happen to Zach again. So I would like to find a piece to build around him, and I think that the Chicago Bulls should be kind of conscious of the same thing, building around Zach LaVine and Lauri Markkanen. And we're going to get a high pick in this year's draft, which is going to be so exciting. Zion, John Morant, and RJ Barrett, who I'll make a second video on my opinion for the 2019 draft because I'm very excited for it. So after the draft lottery, I will be back making another reaction video to that. So back to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is from Chicago. He had his rise and fall with the Chicago Bulls. He won MVP there. He was the youngest MVP in, league history. So he is an icon for the franchise, and he's like the best, most loved player that the franchise had since MJ. So him making a return would be huge for fans. I mean, you constantly still see fans wearing number 1. Like, there's so much love for him. So having him play there full time would be awesome. However, people with Derrick Rose are saying that they're looking at all the options, being that he's such a solid player after this past season. He's proven himself to be another solid player again. Now, not only does Derrick Rose make sense for the team, but Lonzo Ball also makes a lot of sense because Chris Dunn is not producing at a rate that Lonzo can produce for the Chicago Bulls. Now, this past season, Lonzo didn't put up that much better numbers than Chris Dunn did, but of course Chris Dunn has been in the league a lot longer than Lonzo has. But to be honest, Lonzo Ball kind of makes more sense offensively than Chris Dunn and the other guys do. So Lonzo could be a smart move for the Chicago Bulls, and the Lakers are going to have to work that out because obviously if Lonzo gets traded, there's going to be someone leaving the Bulls in exchange for him. Perhaps our draft pick, which I hope the Bulls don't do because, God, Markkanen with the Timberwolves was a mistake. Of course, pairing Lonzo with someone like Zach or even someone like Chris Dunn for, the backcourt, obviously, that could be something really special for the Bulls, and it could be something really helpful. And in a year or two, once they figure out how to play together, they could be a really awesome duo. So, a trip out of LA and into another city is maybe what Lonzo needs to finally reach his full potential that we obviously saw in college and high school especially. So regardless of who the Chicago Bulls get, it is 100% decided that they need a solid point guard, a veteran point guard, or someone who is very well on their way to become a big force in the NBA to come to the Chicago Bulls and help them out. With $19 million cap space, I think we can make something work. Ricky Rubio is an option. I know Rubio and Zach have played together, so that'd be pretty cool to see them reunite. I think this offseason is going to be something really, really cool once the playoffs finish and everyone just starts the trades. I think that point guards especially are going to have some of the most interesting signings in league history, or in the past couple years. I know last offseason and the past couple offseasons were kind of crazy, but I think this offseason is going to be just as crazy. The New York Knicks are also in need of it, so this offseason is going to be wild, and I do really want to see someone help the Bulls get to the playoffs next season because that is exactly what they need for Zach to finally make an all-star game. I think he's been very deserving of it for a couple seasons now. So that's really it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Who you think the Chicago Bulls could get, should get, who you want to see go there. Maybe you want to see the guys I listed go to another team in this offseason because literally the possibilities are endless. So let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. Like I said earlier in the video, hit like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Like I said, help me get to 10K soon so that I can continue to keep growing. Thank you for watching, and until next time, Nike out.
Nigga, get your ass checked like a fucking Nike.